we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Dallas Cowboys and the Washington Commanders. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They start on the ground with Elliott. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. These two teams met in our nation's capital earlier this season with the Commanders picking up the win at FedEx Field. So they're looking for another win here in Washington to take the season sweep. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Play action now. Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield from Lamb. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Cowboys! CeeDee Lamb, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Second and 10 now from the 27. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing, Prescott. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early. first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. Down inside the 10. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. And it's going to yield a new set of downs.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field. It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Gibson will take this one in. Touchdown, Washington. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off. And come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Man open downfield is Gallup. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
There goes a deep ball, end zone, and it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
They'll throw again. Prescott. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Third and short yardage, Prescott. That's into the hands of Tolbert. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Prescott now. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Commanders are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Gets this out quickly to Dodson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. Up the middle they go. Frost. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Jackson. And that'll be complete to the running back, Gibson. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
But it certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. That one complete out to Dodson. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the Cowboys 5-yard line.
Gibson here running out of the gun, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll run with Gibson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build.
And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big play here for Dallas. 45 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Now Elliott. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
That's a great run right there on 1st down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Well, Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Prescott to throw it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Prescott to throw on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down pass from the 5 falls incomplete.
And Washington is able to come up with a goal line stand.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've got momentum on their side. They were once down 14-0. Now it's even at 14 as they look to put together a drive to get them the lead. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. 53 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Gibson gets hit and he fumbles it. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having two hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have moved out in front. Extra point up and through. And the lead is now 21-14. Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units. And they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go play action with Jackson. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Three yards remain for second down.
They go play action now. Jackson finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a 1st down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line.
68 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
One more time with Gibson.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts
as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
That's Samuel, caught left side. Touchdown! Curtis Samuel from 4 yards out.
And the Commanders are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Prescott. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott.
He'll get this out wide here to Elliott.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott.
Finding Tolbert here over the middle.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
1st down, Cowboys.
To the air again, Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes if they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback. They've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This kick to shatter the NFL record, a 69-yard attempt. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to
to break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This taken in at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Now a throw here to his running back, finding space at the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed in the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Jackson's throw into the hands of McLaurin. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson. Target is to Dotson, and he's got him. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 19. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Commanders have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, Charles, you and I said in intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
He's got a man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And even 30 yards on a play that began back at the 30. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. Gonna take a shot for Gallup. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. And again, it's Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 18. A good pickup there, 21 yards. And you know what else happened on that play? He just went past 45,000 career passing yards.
He's going to cherish that moment, but he's also going to celebrate it with so many different people. Guys he's playing with currently, guys he's played with in the past, especially offensive linemen who've kept him upright to throw the ball, receivers who've caught it. I mean, just so many people to embrace. And last but not least, a lot of coaches who called a lot of passing plays.
So roughing the passer penalty, never one that you like to see.
Not at all, and especially when you're in that final push of the season. You can't afford to get your quarterback hurt before the playoffs roll around. And we know they'll be here before you know it.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing. Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. To throw is Prescott. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack. He's certainly one of those quarterbacks who can burn you with his mobility, but that time able to hem him in and get him to the ground.
Perfect descriptor right there about how they kept him in the pocket. Excellent job of containment, but they were still able to continue to bring such strong pressure without letting him escape. But how about those guys in the secondary as well? Kept the coverage tight.
Touchdown, Cowboys! From 10 yards out. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from evening this one up. The extra point up and good. And we are all tied at 28. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. A throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Play action. It's Jackson. And he finds McLaurin. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
A give up the middle to Gibson. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Jalen Phillips, the edge man on the tackle. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Micah Parsons racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
And we all know how talented this guy is, who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
He'll fire deep downfield from Lamb. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Cowboys. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now it's Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Partner, we read a great article this week arguing for him to be Defensive Player of the Year. Normally, sacks are the big thing that people point to, but what he's done in the secondary has been something special.
It has been, because it's been an all-around game for him, taking the ball away, rushing the quarterback and sacking him himself, doing a number of different things that change the way the game is played.
From the gun on third down, Jackson can't get away, and he's taken down. Micah Parsons, his second sack of the night.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Prescott on 1st down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Prescott. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He'll get this to Elliott. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. Here's Elliott. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
And this one is right through. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing is Jackson. Looking for the out route. He's got it. Complete to Kittle. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That'll give them 8 that time, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. Play action. Now Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Washington on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. To throw again is Jackson. Finding Gibson on the slant. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now Jackson. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Jackson. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there, as that's batted down and incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 19 on the year. And the Commanders have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Throwing here, Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield from Lamb. And this is taken in at the 5. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Point after, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Cowboys 45, Commanders 35.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Gets this to Gibson. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
And the kick here will be good, but that doesn't do anything besides maybe make the final score a tiny bit more palatable, as that's how this one comes to an end. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for Dallas, the win moves them to 12-1 now on the year.